This woman puts the apple in the machine, then press the button. The device emitted a burst of white light. The apple in the box disappeared out of thin air. The two are trying to connect with a parallel world, and the disappearance of apple indicates that they are very close to success. The woman just wanted to tell her husband the good news, and there was bad news coming from the phone. Her husband unfortunately died in a car accident. This genius scientist cannot accept the fact. She started working hard to numb herself. The woman explained to the assistant, "Perhaps we have already succeeded." The reason why they did not receive apples from parallel worlds indicates that their technology is not yet mature enough. Assistant writes the correct parameters on paper, and then put it into the machine. This woman activated the instrument. As the device emits a white light, the file was sent to. Soon they received a reply. The other party sent a thank you letter. The woman can tell that this is her own handwriting. Then the machine emitted a flash again. An apple has been sent over again. Obviously, parallel world experiments have also been successful. The two of them began to wonder what the world over there was like. To facilitate communication with the other party, they sent over a video recorder. After a brief wait, the video recorder is being transmitted back. This woman can't wait to open it and take a look. The opposite laboratory is exactly the same as hers. This woman is still seeing another self on the screen. Then she heard her husband's voice. "Oh, my goodness, perhaps the husband of that world hasn't had a car accident yet." Women suggest going to parallel worlds to see, but the assistant said it was too dangerous. "Our DNA will disintegrate, and we don't know what we're going to face." With this idea in mind, this woman misses her husband even more. She still hasn't controlled it. She entrusted the child to her neighbors. Sneaking into the laboratory at night, she set the parameters, and then drill into the machine. As the instrument starts, the woman disappeared out of thin air. She was teleported to a parallel world. From then on, the gears of fate began to rotate. This woman sneaked into the laboratory at night. She set the parameters, and then drill into the machine. As the instrument starts, the woman disappeared out of thin air. She was teleported to a parallel world. From then on, the gears of fate began to rotate. She ran to the pavilion where her husband often dated. Sure enough, the husband here is still alive. The husband saw that the person coming was his wife. He behaved very unnaturally, even with some fear.
You're supposed to be dead.
No, I'm alive, and I'm fine.
You're going crazy, I'm going crazy.
And the kids are fine too.
We don't have kids.
The woman told her husband about her experiences. So in this world, the two have no children, and it's not the husband who caused the car accident, but the woman herself. That's when the husband accepted the truth. The two hugged tightly together. She brought her husband back to her own world. When the two children see their father again, both shock and joy. Although the man had never seen his child, he still held his daughter in his arms. Everything looks very harmonious, but their familiar husband and father are not alone in front of them. This new father is very indifferent to his family, and it's also very irritable. She found out that her husband would carry an electric shock device with him. The husband perfunctorily said it was just for self-defense. That day, the neighbor saw this man, saying he must have been faking death before. Keep asking him if he's trying to cheat insurance. The man is angry. Take out the electric shock directly. The neighbor received a box lunch. This woman also gradually realized the abnormality of her husband. She entered the machine again, prepared to explore the parallel world. When she drove back home, she found the room very messy. Seems to have experienced a fight. The woman entered the bedroom and saw another one lying in bed. There's no sound left. There are also traces of being electrocuted. She didn't die in a car accident in a parallel world, but was poisoned by her husband. The woman entered the bedroom and saw another one lying in bed. There's no sound left. There are still traces of electric shock on the chest. She didn't die in a car accident, but was killed by her husband in a parallel world. The husband here is sensitive and suspicious. He has always suspected that his wife and assistant are having an affair. That's why he killed his wife. This woman realizes that children are also at risk. She hurriedly ran back to the laboratory, preparing to teleport back to her own world. At this point, the man also realized that the matter was exposed. He arrived early in the laboratory and destroyed the instrument, and then knocked out the assistant. There is no receiving device available. This woman can't teleport back. Just as she was extremely anxious, this assistant from the parallel world arrived. He said he still has a set of equipment being debugged at home, can be used to transmit. This also indicates that there are similar devices in the original world assistant's home that can receive. Two people teleported back one after another, but when a woman returns home, she found a family of 4 dining together. This is not her own world, but the third parallel universe. She returned to her assistant's house. Adjust the correct destination parameters. This woman got into the box. Assistant presses the transfer button. Instruments start up. The destination is right this time. This woman found the child, and tell them the truth. At this moment, the man also chased after her. He saw his wife in the bedroom. Just as he was about to take action on his wife, the boy knocked him unconscious directly. They tied the man up and stuffed him into the machine. This woman has set a distant world. The man is transported into a huge maze. He'll never come out again.